What is good, YouTube? It is your boy Anime Devil Hunter, and today we will be reviewing chapter 219 of Tokyo Revengers. Man, what a chapter. Things are heating up and I can't wait for the next chapter. This last arc has been absolutely banging. Depending on how it ends and gets wrapped up, this could be my favorite arc, and a candidate for the best arc in the series. If you are new to Anime Devil Hunter, welcome. Here on this channel we cover all sorts of Tokyo Revengers as well as other anime manga related content that ranges across weekly reviews, character explain videos, and ability explain videos as well. And more of course, so definitely subscribe if you want all that coming straight to your feed. With that being said, we are not going to waste any more time. Let's begin the review. So last chapter we end off with Senju asking Takemichi out on a date. We begin the chapter off with the two at the amusement park. Takemichi says to Senju, I was expecting a serious discussion. Turns out you just want to go to the amusement park. To which Senju replies, yep, I've been wanting to come here. I feel like because of the prominent members of Brahmin are older people and more the serious type, Senju doesn't really have anyone around her age she could be herself with, which is why she's doing it with Takemichi. Yet Takemichi takes her for the serious type. She feels comfortable like this around him and he won't judge her too much. Besides the little, I thought you were this. I mean, he just saw her rally up all those members of Brahmin, so of course it's kind of weird him seeing her like this. In the next page, they arrive at the amusement park and Senju ravels in awe. She says, so sparkly, I haven't been here since 6th grade, as she gets ready to take off. Takemichi says, anyways, didn't we buy tons of clothes the other day? Why are you still wearing a Brahmin uniform? Senju says this uniform is much more comfortable. After all, and to add to what Senju says, the uniform looks cool, like, I need to get me one of those, seriously. They get on the Ferris wheel and Senju gets so excited and comments on how high they are. Takemichi comments that Senju is pretty excited over this. In the next panel we then see Takemichi and Senju riding on the merry-go-round. This was kind of adorable but funny at the same time. Senju's on the horse screaming, go forth black horse. And Takemichi just like, she's really getting excited over a little kiddie ride. He then goes on to ask himself the question we should all be asking ourselves. Is this seriously the same person who's going to start a war between the three deities? She's too much to take in. I wonder what's going on in her mind. Now I will be asking myself the same thing, but after seeing so many badass anime characters who are goofballs when they are not kicking ass, I'm not shocked at all. I mean, have we seen Luffy and Gon? I mean, they like to have fun too, right? While they're on the roller coaster getting ready to take off, Senju shifts the mood and gets serious. He says to Takemichi, the War of the Three Deities begins on the 14th of July. Takemichi says, huh? Senju then adds, you and Draken will handle the Kanto Manji game. Takaomi and I will take care of Rokohara Tende. In fact, I can handle all this by myself. She then adds, once Mikey and South are defeated, she wants to be number one. Now, although I never brought this up previously or in any other video, I wonder why Senju is involved in a gang and why does she want to be number one? It'd be cool to get a Senju backstory, and I honestly hope we get one. And of course, when we get one, hopefully we find out the reason as to why she wants to be the number one gang and why she even joined a gang in the first place. I mean, it is kind of weird, not trying to, do all that female, this and that. I mean, females are a part of a gang still. I mean, it's cool. I love the idea. Moving on, while trying to take this in, Takemichi forgets they're on the ride, and Senju says, get ready. And Takemichi says, huh? The roller coaster then goes flying down, and Takemichi screaming, I'm going to die, which was hilarious. I guess he's not one for roller coasters. In the middle of them on a roller coaster going on probably like 100 miles per hour, Senju gets serious and says, Brahmin will go bigger. Takaomi has changed. It's not about making Brahmin the strongest anymore. Rises to make Brahmin bigger. We then turn to Takemichi, who looks like he's about to barf. He says, wait, I think we should find a better place to talk about this. Senju says, when the gang gets bigger, more people will get involved. There will be unsatisfiable people. In the middle of this, she then says, Hanagaki is coming again. They then go down on the roller coaster and Takemichi is screaming, no. And Senju looks so happy. That's my mood on a roller coaster. It's been a minute since I've been to an amusement park. Probably should go to one next summer. As they go down, Senju then says, therefore before growing bigger, we settle the score between the three deities first. Takemichi then replies, now is not the time to talk about this, as he cries tears of fear. Before we move on, I want to talk about Takaomi's idea of wanting to expand. Now I think Senju is against this idea, and I would say it makes sense considering when you're huge, it'd be pretty hard to spot a rat, and on top of that, like she said, it's going to be hard to please everyone. Let's take a look back at Draken and Mikey's decision regarding Pachin. There were members who sided with Mikey who wanted to free Pachin, and there were others who were with Draken who wanted to respect his decision. And then there was the latter who thought they were abandoning Pachin, so yeah, I agree with Senju. But I wonder what makes Takaomi want to go with this. It can't simply be because of strength and numbers, considering he was a part of Shinchiro's gang, and of course his age, he's very mature and he's very experienced when it comes to this kind of life, so he should know what he's doing. So although I agree with Senju, I would like to hear Takaomi's reason as to why he wants a bigger gang. Back to the chapter, the ride is over and Takemichi's done for. He's feeling sick. Senju then says, Hanagaki, look, it's Tanzaku, let's take a look. Takemichi then remembers today is Tanbata, which means Star Festival. It's basically a Japanese festival in which people write their wishes on a small colorful strips of paper, tanzaku, and hang them on branches of a small decorated bamboo tree, in which they then let go of to make a wish. Senju then asks Takemichi what he wrote, and we see what he wrote: I will defeat Mikey. Senju laughs and says, haha, what a boring wish. Takemichi gets mad and says, shut up, I'm just writing my current goals here. Senju then says, okay, then mine will be, as she shows Takemichi the strip which says, I will protect Hanagaki, as she smiles. And I absolutely love seeing Senju like this. Call me crazy, but I'd rather ship Senju and Takemichi over Hina. Just my personal preference. Like, she's adorable, I love her, but we all know in the end he's gonna end up with Hina. Takemichi then thinks to himself that Senju is such a straightforward person, which I agree with. Takemichi says, thanks Senju. Senju then says, you know, I've never done anything like this before, can we be friends? And Takemichi says, yeah, sure. As he says, well, in that case, if anything happens to you, I'll definitely protect you as well. Senju then gets pouty and says, dummy, I don't need you to promise me that. She then mumbles, I'm strong enough to take care of myself. Takemichi smiles and says, haha, you're not wrong. Senju says, bah, I appreciate it, as she shakes Takemichi's hand. This then triggers the vision of Senju dying again. He then thinks to himself, there it is, I'm seeing visions of Senju injured again. We then see the flashback of Senju dying, Takemichi crying, and Senju saying, I fulfilled my promise. Takemichi then thinks, wait, amusement park? He then adds the vision is clearer than last time as he starts sweating. Senju then says, what's wrong, Hanagaki? So this part of the chapter, I'm like, oh shit, things is going down. Takemichi then thinks, just what was that? Senju then comments on how it's starting to rain. We then turn to the biker shop and we see Draken comment on how the rain is going crazy. Inupi arrives by the bike shop. Draken asks him what's going on, and Inupi tells Draken, I got some bad news. Those guys from Rokohara Tende are heading to Takemichi as we speak. And it's at this point of the chapter I'm like, oh shit, things is going down, like shit is about to hit the fence. We then turn back to the amusement park and Takemichi says, the amusement park is here, isn't it? And then there's the rain. In the middle of this, Senju is like, oh shit, it's pouring, let's get some shelter. Takemichi then thinks about the flashback again. He thinks about Senju's words, I kept my promise. He then remembers the Tanzaku, which had, I will protect Hanagaki. He then realizes her promise, that's not a distant future, that's today. In the last panel, Senju screams, Hanagaki, what are you waiting for? As Takemichi stares off into the distance. And we then get the hype words, a terrible foresight. Will Takemichi change today's fate? Man, what a chapter. This was absolutely some heat. I cannot wait to see what happens next chapter. Can you really believe this is the last arc of Tokyo Revengers? Call me crazy, but I'm starting to not want this series to end. Although I totally understand why he's ending it. You know, we don't want things to get over repetitive. But man, Tokyo Revengers has been a beautiful ride. Like, I'm definitely going to reread this series once it's all said and done. But yeah, guys, comment down your honest thoughts of the chapter in the comment section below. Drop a like if you ended up enjoying the review. Let me know how hyped you are for the next chapter. Hit the subscribe button for more content. It is your boy Anime Devil Hunter, and thank you for watching. Don't have a good day. Have a great day. Peace.